In this video, we will be installing Visual Studio 2019 on Windows 10. You can also find relevant links and a summary in the description below. To get started, search for Visual Studio 2019 in your internet search bar. In Google, the first hit is usually visualstudio.microsoft.com. A link is also in the description below. The Visual Studio page should look like this. At the top of the page there is a drop-down box with three options: Community, Professional and Enterprise. Select the Community option. If a window pops up asking if you want to download this file, click Save File or OK or Yes, or whatever confirmation option is available for your particular Internet Explorer. Once downloaded, open this file and start the installation process. For this course, we will need the desktop development with C++ option to be selected. I use Visual Studio for other projects, so I'm going to select these extra modules here also. For now, all you need to select is a desktop development with C++ module. The last option is to install while downloading or download then install. If you're doing an initial install, then the first option is fine. If you're making changes to an existing installation, then select the download then install option. This can help prevent breaking an existing installation. Because of all the extra modules I selected, it required around 19 gig to be downloaded and installed. Using the power of video production, I will skip forward, but it did take quite some time to download and install all the modules. Once all the modules have been downloaded and installed, Visual Studio will open up automatically to the project window. This window allows you to create, clone or open projects within the Visual Studio IDE. Before we continue and start creating projects, I want to show you how to open the installer and the IDE manually and create a shortcut for the IDE in your taskbar. So close the window for just now, close the Visual Studio installer also. Now go to the Windows search bar and type in Visual Studio Installer and select the installer from the results. The first window in the installer tool shows the versions of Visual Studio you have installed. You can see here that I have both 2017 and 2019, with versions 2017 being from a previous installation. If you want to add or remove modules from either install, simply click Modify on the relevant version. You can also open the different versions from here. Just click the launch button on the version you want to run. I don't want to have to open the installer every time just to open the Visual Studio IDE, so once the project window is open, right click on the Visual Studio task in the taskbar and select Pin to Taskbar. This will pin a shortcut to the taskbar which you can click on at any time to open up the Visual Studio IDE. Excellent! We now have Visual Studio installed and a shortcut to open it quickly. In order to use Visual Studio, we require a Microsoft login, so in the next video we will be looking at registering a user account with Microsoft and logging into Visual Studio. See you there.